Hey guys, this is GamerCal. Welcome to the next part of Pokémon TCG2, which is part 21 for some reason, because that's what it is. And I spent a decent bit of time building this deck, and I hope it's gonna work for it. It's Hydro Wave, obviously. I couldn't use Dark Blastoise before because I only had one Dark Wartortle, but now that I've got two, I've kind of decided to try and go super heavy on the whole evolution searchy sort of stuff with this one. So I have Dark Dragonair, Dark Dragonite obviously, I've got Jigglypuff and Wigglytuff so I can set them up, and I have Dark Blastoise so I can set that up as well. The idea behind this is that Dark Dragonite is able to get lots of basics onto the bench so that Jigglypuff, Wigglytuff, especially obviously Wigglytuff gets powered up, and Dark Blastoise is there as a second sort of heavy hitter with Cypher for being Cypher. It's experimental to say the least, and I don't have the most ideal Jigglypuffs. I would want 3 of this one, but I only have 1, so I'm just padding with 2 of this Jigglypuff instead. It's still a decent one, but I would rather have the chance of getting more basics out with this, because the basics are key to this deck. So it's not optimal, but it'll have to sort of do at the moment. In terms of trainers, I've got 2 energy removal, Professor O challenge because I got that recently. Moonstone and the Boss's Way are both there to search for evolution cards. Moonstone being colourless, which could be Wigglytuff, or it could be one of the dragons, and Boss's Way for dark evolutions, which could be Dark Blastoise, it could be one of the dragons, obviously. The idea is to get Dark Dragonair out as quickly as possible, to set up as many bench Pokemon as you can with it, to evolve into Dark Dragonite, and then to Mr. Fuji the Dark Dragonite back into the deck. Mr. Fuji obviously lets you put a Pokemon from your bench back into your deck, no strings attached. It's easy enough to search out Dark Dragonite again by getting another Dark Dragonair. That would allow me to get more basics onto the bench and the cycle can continue. So the idea to fill up the bench, use it with Wigglytuff, everybody's all happy dance and whatnot. Nightly garbage runs just as an insurance thing as always, and that's basically it. I'd love to have 4 traders, but I only have 3, so there we go. We have a minicom message as well, which I believe will be from Mason about this stuff. I can delete this one now. So, deck machine number 4, what have you got about us? Yep, we have collected enough cards to get the extra deck machine stuff available, which is fine, and we can play duels with them. We're going to do that fairly soon, just because. Hey, we also get pack stuff too. Flight pack. Are you going to give me what I want? You're not, but you're going to give me another Hitmonchan, which is still quite good. I was hoping for something else, but that will do quite nicely. I think I may have shown this off before because I kind of didn't see the point in it, but yeah. Not much else in there, is there? No. Okay. I can delete that one as well then, actually, whilst I'm here. So, let's see if this deck is going to work. We're going to save our data, we are going to save state, because save stating here just in case I lose. Because that's a very distinct possibility in this one. Yes, we are going to get challenge stuff, 3 players, we'll get the card, blah blah blah. It's Bill's computer card, even though we don't really need it, but that's okay. It's kind of a little bit unfortunate actually. Oh god, are we really playing him first? God damn it. It's kind of unfortunate of the way, because I think I missed a chance of getting the promotional Dark Persian card, which is an alternate artwork one. It's still crap, but, you know. Ah, Hikara, yep, fighting against stuff. Unfortunately, this dude is lightning based, which means my Squirtles are at a very distinct disadvantage here. Thankfully enough, they are not the engine I'm relying on entirely during this, because I have Cypher, and that's always a good one to rely on. Cypher and Squirtle, well, we're going to put Cypher down first, that's for sure. Cypher can't get one hit killed, so let's see what we pull. Maybe I can get Jigglypuff going or something, I don't know. What does he even have out first? He has Magnemite. There is no way I am sending in Squirtle against that thing, seriously, jeez. I don't have Trader though, and I don't have enough energy to... Oh, this is a horrible situation. I don't have enough energy in order to use Cypher, but at the same time I can't put Squirtle into fight because Squirtle's just gonna get destroyed. Well, I guess I'll charge up Cypher and hope that I can get a double colorless or something. That would be really nice right about now, because the double colorless would allow me to one-hit kill with Slash. But of course he's gonna get the paralysis. Paralysis is not a big deal right now. It's only when he gets to self-destruct range that it becomes a big deal. Man, all of the evolutions, none of the basics. I can't do jack with this. I honestly can't. I can at least energy remove that Magnemite to force him to attach again. And I guess I'll put the Squirtle down. Probably put the energy on nothing at the moment because I want to see what I'm going to draw. I know I should attach energy every turn that I can, but it's a bit difficult to really say you should attach an energy to him at this point in time when I might not be able to use him. But of course if I had I would have got the kill, but we weren't to know, so that's how it goes. Do I want to put it into fight? I kind of don't want Cypher to get killed too quickly, so you know what? Take the chance and get the heads for the paralysis. Thank goodness for that. Yeah, taking the chance and hoping it pulls off, but if it does, that will be pretty magical, to say the least. At least those Pikachus, although they really hurt, they can't consistently damage every turn, so... Why did I put it on Squirtle? No, that was a... No, I didn't want to do that. Oh, crap baskets. I didn't want to do that, no, because now Squirtle's gonna die and oh, poop. That was not what I wanted to do. Why did I do that? It's gonna self-destruct and just kill everything. No. Damn it, cows. Why are you so stupid? Oh, I was not thinking in the slightest on that one. Wow, that's bad. More Wigglytuff. I do not need all of the evolutions. I need the basics. Freaking hell. Or at least a trader. Professor Oak does not help. I can't discard all of these cards. There is no way I can get them back. Like, one nightly garbage run, that's all I've got for that. There's no way I can get every one of this set up back. It's like stupid. Now recharge would, in theory, mean he could kill me next to all of the bills. Wow, this is ridiculous. And I've got nothing to play. I can't honestly believe this. Finally, a friggin' trader. We can start getting the idea of this deck running now. Jeez. So let's get a Jigglypuff for fairly obvious reasons. Yeah, that recharge is potentially frightening, but because I have a plus power, it's okay. You know, it can't kill me, so that's all that really matters. So I get the KO, get a double color. Of course I get a double colorless now, but that's fine because that charges up something on the bench. Which is good, because if he's got a bloody Electabuzz, then I could well be in for a world of hurt here. There's no way I can get another plus power either, yuck. This is a bit of a difficult situation, huh? Let's get Dark Dragonair out. And use Dark Dragonair's power to search for Dark Dragonite. I guess. Yes, because it is in the deck, so we'll get that out. I will set up Jigglypuff with the double colorless next turn, because then it can do cool stuff, like kill things. Obviously a cool idea to do. What to do this turn, though? I guess the best I can really do is hope that he doesn't have an energy and just slash, because I'm not going to be able to kill it off. And of course he has another energy. Of course he has another energy, because the game just has to always have exactly what it needs at every possible opportunity. God damn it. Of course, more Pokemon coming down as well. Bloody hell, Zapdos, really? That... yuck! He really drew all of that. Good god. Whatever, Cypher goes down, nothing I can do about it. We're 2 prices each at this point. It's not looking all that good, I will be fully honest here. But it isn't looking completely terrible, because if I use Dragonair's power, I can get myself out another Dark Dragonair, which means that I can evolve to Dark Dragonite just now, quite happily. Dark Dragonite's power will let us get out a Squirtle and a Dratini. And then, next turn, I can Mr. Fuji away the Dark Dragonite, I can get Dark Dragonair out, and this is where the cycle begins, basically. But for just now, I don't want to do that, I don't think, or do I? Yeah, maybe I do, maybe... No, because then I might draw a Dark Dragonite and that would be kind of pointless. So, do the wave for the 40 damage that we can. And that gets us one more prize, always good. Zapdos! Yeah, I am very glad you sent that out, because that's going to be absolute dead weight and there's no way you're going to be able to recover from this one. Heck yeah! Good job, pal. Good freaking job. So yeah, we Mr. Fuji in the Dark Dragonite, that shuffles it away. We get to use Dark Dragonair to evolutionize itself. Dark Dragonair's power can let us get Dark Wartortle out of the deck. And the deck's engine keeps on going. It is a good engine as soon as you get like a couple of basics to run with or something. That's really what's necessary, is getting the basics out. But once you've got a solid setup here, it is definitely a strong idea to work with this. Dark Magneton, don't care, you ain't gonna get it out. Potion, I kinda do care about that, because that means I can't kill this in one shot now, but... yeah, because I don't have a plus power. I could search for one, I guess? Maybe? That would be a bit of a stretch, but I could search for it. Well, if I did that, I'd get Dark Blastoise set up as well, but nah, don't really care about doing that, that's the thing. I just want to get this guy killed, basically, and why not just hit for 40? Just do what I can. Dark Dragonair, I could get Dark Dragonite out next turn anyway. I should have, ideally, if this fight was going to go on any longer, I would have searched out... Of course you give me that now. I would have searched out a Dark Dragonair that turn, and then I would have got Dark Dragonite out, I would have got... yeah. The catch is, if one of the Dark Dragonair is prized, or if the Dark Dragonite is prized, then the core idea of the deck kind of falls apart a little bit, which is annoying. It doesn't fall apart entirely, but it does fall apart a little bit, which... any sort of falling apart is not good. Let's not change the deck, but let's put a save state down just so that I don't have to worry. Walking Toxins. Sure, you can be your grass type deck thing. Forgot that was what her deck was called. But yeah, I knew it was the grass trainer. Man, Squirtle with why is Dark Blastoise in my hand and not Dark Wartortle? This is the worst possible thing. But at least she doesn't have any basics either, so... yay, more going first. Fantastic. Bill, please, for the love of God, give me Wartortle. That's not Wartortle, that's my other Professor Oak. Friggin' why? Why does this game constantly do that all the time? It's so dumb. Oh well, we get to paralyze as well, which is quite nice, gotta say. I really do want that Wartortle though. If I had Pokemon Breeder, this would be a lot easier, but I don't, of course, so... no Breeder for me. Nightly Garbage Run. Look at this, all of my fail-safes are in my friggin' hand now. Seriously, this could not possibly be any worse. I can't get rid of the Professor Oaks without discarding one of the other. I can't get anything back because Nightly Garbage Run is in my hand now. I can't afford to ditch my hand because I have my strongest card in hand. This is the absolute worst possible situation here. There is nothing that I can do about this. Like, it's... if I discard Dark Blastoise now, I literally kill pretty much half of my deck. But I can't afford to leave this Squirtle on the field in this condition. It's going to die. And I literally have nothing that I can do. This is shit. This is pure shit. I have just killed pretty much my entire deck because I have no choice. Seriously, game. Come on, that's just pathetic. I still have nothing that I can use. Obviously Cypher is there, so I can at least... Oh, now you give me the fucking Wartortle. So of course now you give me it. Jesus Christ, what the hell is up with this? That's just bad. That is really bad. I know I obviously am pretty pissed off at that, because as you would be, as you would expect to be, because that's just bullshit. But such is the way of the game, sometimes that's what it does to you, right? And at least it hasn't flicked me a double tails here, so I do get to use my plus power and I do get to kill it, and that is okay. But that Wartortle itself is crap, so terrible, terrible situation. I envy you being able to use that, because I can't. God friggin' damn it. Oh well, no point in, you know, mulling over it too much, I suppose. Let's just set up Wigglytuff, because Wigglytuff is a cool guy. I don't even need to search for Dark Dragonite anymore, and I have so many friggin' Pokemon to put down. It's pretty good that way, actually, got to say. Yeah, Dark Dragonair, you go there, and you search out Wigglytuff for me, would you please? I have 3 of them, so it's not too difficult to find. And next turn I can get a Dark Dragonair, I suppose, and that would be nice. I could Mirror Shell? Can't remember, what does... Oops, that's a speed up button, I forget. What does that actually do? Just damage, it doesn't do... Depends if I want... Yeah, I'll use it anyway. Because I'm probably not going to be able to deal that much. Oh, screw you. Of course you would evolve into Dark Arbok and just do crap. No Pokemon powers next turn. Fuck you. Man, this is just stupid at this point. So, she's negated powers twice over. But yeah, Mirror Shell, 10 damage, that's fine. Doesn't really make any difference at this point, because I'm going to switch out and knock you out with this dude anyway. Because this dude over here is known as Wigglytuff. She's a pretty cool girl, I suppose, and she is capable of doing 50 damage with my current setup. So up yours, Dark Arbok, you're getting killed by that. More Wigglytuffs, heck yeah! Wigglytuff for everyone. Everyone's a Wigglytuff. Yes, clearly you are a Wigglytuff if you're watching this. And I'm apparently a Wigglytuff because I'm playing this. Who knows? Wigglytuffs for everyone. Oh, you've gotta love Wigglytuff. You just absolutely have to love Wigglytuff. It's just so damn strong. It's amazing how much damage it can do. Considering it's a pink puffball, it does so much, and she doesn't have any more Pokemon, so we win the game by default. I didn't even know that was the case, but I am happy enough for it. 2 challenges beaten, 1 challenge left. Who's it going to be? Perhaps our next challenger will indeed stop it. It is Victoria. We have not encountered Victoria yet, so that means only one of 2 things. There's only 2 places that she can be. I don't actually remember who this is, although I know what type they use, and I'm not inherently afraid because of that. But I don't remember if they have any special conditions or not, so let's see. Fateful 3rd match. Yeah, this is one of the Psychic Club members, and apparently she has "Yeah, come on" in her background. That's weird. You're weird already. You've got a GR hairpin, you're definitely weird. All the basics! Holy shit, freaking 4 basics in my starting hand. This is the ideal situation. This is what I needed before, although maybe with a couple more energy cards or something. But this is what I needed. I've got lots of drawing, lots of searching, lots and lots of basics. This is a fantastic start. Now all I really need to get from this is a heads to go first. Fantastic. Now all I really need from this now... Hey, Rattata. Neat. Also, she uses Side Up because that's psychic type thing. Dark Golduck is quite powerful, we already know this. But yeah, I need now energy cards, and that's basically it. Moonstone, you are not an energy card, however you might help me out anyway. Challenge, please give me an energy. I will be depressed if I don't get... Yay! 2 energy, excellent, fantastic. Would have rather had a double colorless, but cannot complain too much. or really at all, to be completely honest. What do I even want to do with this hand here? There's a lot that I could do, but I don't really know where to start with it all. It's a bit of a strange position that way. 10 damage, meh, nobody cares. We get ourselves Mr. Fuji. Again, nobody really cares because I can't use it at the moment anyway, so nuts to you, wrapped on your, wrap in your face. I don't get the paralysis off because Dratinis, they're not very good at paralyzing people. You may not have known this, but they're not. Screw you and your energy removal, now I can't attack. God freaking damn it. This looks like a decent start, and then this has kind of happened, and now it's not quite so decent. Challenge, give me something I can work with. Cypher, not exactly something I can work with right now. Yeah. Although it is a basic, so I can put it down anyway. Yeah, you know what, this ain't looking quite so hard at the moment. I don't really know where I'm going with this hand anymore. I don't have another Dratini down. Maybe I should trade a War Turtle in for a Dratini, because I can always search for War Turtle again. So let's get another Dratini down. I have a feeling I'm going to be losing this one pretty soon, so yeah, that's an issue. And she got an oh yeah, which sucks because Dark Golduck is not something I wanted to see right now. This is not looking good, despite having all the drawing cards, because I ain't got any energy. Professor Oak, okay, now I can maybe work with this. What have I got on my bench? Full bench. Cypher, you cannot do anything right now. What I can do, however, I can get out with the boss's way. I can get myself a Dark Dragonair, which is quite good. So let's get Dark Dragonair onto the bench. Let's get the Moonstone to give us another Wigglytuff. So I can set up a second one as well. Sounds like a decent idea. So that's what we're going to do, and then I'm going to Professor Oak, because the rest of the hand is not really that necessary. I have a full bench, so I don't need to do the cycling thing right now, and I don't actually now need to search for anything either. All of the cards are just kind of coming here, and I have no energy to work with. I have 2 now, obviously. 2 energy is okay, but it's not going to be all that much. You know what, let's bring Dark War Turtle out just now. Let's switch out, go with Dark War Turtle and Double Slap. Hope to get 1 heads here. Yes, good. Okay. I got 2 heads. Wow. I only really needed 1, but both are kind of necessary, so yeah. Both are not necessary from what I just said, clearly, but really, getting 2 heads is better than getting 1. They both count, I think is what I'm trying to say. But that's okay, because Dark Blastoise finally comes out. We're finally going to be able to do good damage with Hydro Cannon, 30, obviously. And if I can get more water energy, then it's only going to get stronger. So 50 next turn, that's pretty good, because this thing dies in 2 shots anyway. Man, it's maybe not as good as I thought it was going to be. You're gonna draw something useful here, aren't you? Yeah. You totally are. Pokemon Trader, get rid of Kangaskhan, put Dark Alakazam on. Yeah, it's alright. Dark Alakazam's not too big of a threat right now. What's a bigger threat is if I don't have a plus power in hand, which I don't. Yeah, I was afraid of that. The bigger threat right now is this friggin' Golduck. Because it's quite potent. 50 damage for that free energy attack is not something I want to be hit by. So I'm hoping that she's stupid and doesn't attach to it this turn. Yeah, she's stupid and doesn't attach to it, but she is at least going to use its third eye attack, which is intelligent, so now she'll get 3 cards out of her deck. Which is good. You know, for her, it's a good play. I will admit that is a nice one to do. However, the fact is, I have a Blastoise, so your point is invalid. Basically. I also have Wigglytuff, so all of my hard hitters are out here, except Dark Dragonite. Who really cares about getting Dark Dragonite out right now? I only need, what, 2 more prizes? I can take that just by having this whole set here. Yeah, I can take it just by knocking out 2 more cards with Dark Blastoise. Energy removal on the Abra, just to make absolutely sure. There is no way that she can come back from this because it's far too far gone now. She doesn't have any way of stopping me from attacking, and blah. That's cool. She gets Dark Gold up. Who cares? Mewtwo, who cares? Psyduck, who cares? She can't do a damn thing to stop the Dark Blastoise. This is why I really didn't like it last game that I had to kill my entire hand just to start up, because I had to get rid of this thing, and you see how powerful it is. It's incredible. But yes, we win. That's the third game in a row, so that is the Challenge Cup victory belonging to us. Bad luck indeed. Not really. Well, yeah, bad luck in a sense because you came across me. I wonder how these Challenge Cups even work though. Do they just keep on going until somebody's won 3 times in a row and then they stop? Or what? It's a weird setup. I don't quite understand how it works. But anyway, yes, congratulations because we win a useless card. It wouldn't be useless if I didn't kind of cheat, I guess, and save state the stuff up. Building debt, blah blah blah, yeah, we know, Elder, blah, yes, we know, too bad, you're not going to win, because I already have. I still sort of forget about that it needs that. Whatever, it doesn't matter. Point is, we are done with the Challenge Cup, so that is it. Unfortunately, we didn't get to see any of the uniqueness which is in this one. The thing with the Great Rocket Challenge Cup, because it's all Great Rocket members that you fight, if any of them have any specific field conditions, they still apply. So the ones which need, say, specific Pokemon in your deck or specific energy types in your deck don't. However, the ones like what's his face? The dude, I think, was it Alex? The one that was in the Water Club that had the bench restriction? There's a couple of other ones like that which can show up and they can have their conditions in play, even though you're not playing them directly, you're playing them in the Challenge Cup. They still have the opportunity to have their conditions in play. And we didn't get to see that, but then I guess they're pretty uncommon, aren't they? Because most of them have 4 of a card in your deck, or have only energy of 1 type in your deck, or something. No matter. Next time in this thing, we are actually going to go back to the main island for a bit, I think, because although not... Well, maybe are we going to go back or not? I guess... There is one more person to save, isn't there? Because we need to go ahead and save Rod from the Grandmasters. So it's a question of, do we do that next time or do we... I think actually, yeah, I am just going to go back next time and fight the people who we have. I may just spend a while fighting the guys in this place again. The original island, because there are quite a few that we can play that we didn't play before, and because everybody's got their cards back now, everybody's got decks to play with, so there are quite a few fights here, and there are quite a few good fights too, because some of them have got interesting decks, particularly Mitch. Mitch's deck is really good in this game. I really enjoy playing against that one, but I would like to spend some time fighting pretty much everyone in here, I think. So that's what the next several episodes is gonna be. I might, I'm probably just gonna end up doing a club or 3 fights per video or something. I'm gonna try and get in that sort of amount. So I don't know how long it's gonna take because not everybody's got new decks, I think. I think the ones that you could fight before anyway don't change. Maybe wrong on that, I'll have to look that up, but or just fight them on my own anyway, because their decks won't change if I fight them myself. So we'll look into that. Is this open, actually? Yes it is, okay, next time we're doing another Challenge Cup then, apparently. This has been GamerCow playing Pokémon THD2, and next time we're doing another Challenge Cup, because the traditional Challenge Cup is open too, and that is pretty damn